r/PointlesslyGendered by VaazkL. Interesting. We're gonna look at that. Also, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. We'll jump in. The first one already. I won't stop laughing at this gacha game ad. To be fair, that is pretty normal. I don't see the issue. That's pretty normal. I don't know. When I look at like character designs, they're usually like that. Not gonna lie, they're usually like that. Like male character really bland, female character like hot.
I can't stop laughing at this gacha game ad. Pick your gender, male or mythical female. Ah yes, the three genders.
Ladies, men, 237S. Okay.
Ladies, men, 237S. Are you a boy or an apricot?
For men, apricot. Well, I guess. See, I think the ones specifically like with men on are probably specifically either targeted specifically for men. This could be like non-gendered or just like woman.
I like apricot's better for your hair.
Because there is overall more like hygiene products for women. SCP-237S. Wait, weird. Yankee Candle on tab. Bacon camouflage man down.
These manly candles for all your no homo needs. What the hell is camouflage supposed to smell like? Insecurity. Women's soap scents. Lavender, spring, nectar, passion fruit and hope. Men's soap scents. War, pestilence, wood, pain, Fiji.
No? I would say that most men's soap aren't that good. I'm gonna be real.
Can someone please tell me how maths for boys is different to maths for girls? No.
Well, technically, well, I guess it would just like, technically it is actually good. It's a representation thingy, right? More women, right? More equals more gooder, but also technically women are worse at math. I'm sorry. That is true. Sorry. It's just like it's same, for example, with writing and reading. Boys are usually worse at writing and reading. This is also the truth. That's why they're probably also that's not probably not the reason why they're gendered. It's just probably due to associate more with it.
I don't know if I'm crazy, but can we all agree that 15 is male and 16 is female? Or like the numbers? No. Women don't care how late it is. They'll take a shower. Whoa, 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 whoa. Men too, what do you mean? Why would you attempt to make his and her mugs in a language that specifically doesn't have gendered pronouns? This is taking me out. The perfect toddler plate set for girls.
Same reason why you would invent Latinx. Same thing.
So boys don't deserve organized eating.
But wait, aren't these dinosaurs? Isn't dinosaurs usually a voice thingy? Technically? Wait.
Yes, they don't. They want to be a girl group so bad. You are men with pee-pee and balls. Man, this is shapes and colors. Gendered food for him and for her. A baby change station only for the women's room. What if you're a guy looking after your kid? What then do you do? Company creates. Well,
it's actually kind of funny. I mean, it makes sense. Interesting though. Baby change station only for women's rooms. That's really interesting. Huh.
Okay, what then do you do? Company creates world's manliest soap that looks exactly like a bunch of nuts and bolts.
That's actually kind of fun though. That's actually kind of fun though. I see no issue with that. Why is that pointlessly gendered? I think that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun.
Okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. So apparently in Sweden, male restrooms cost money, but female ones don't.
That's bullshit. And they're talking about equality here. That is some bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. I'm never going to Sweden.
Why is that? Boys like, I prefer less makeup. Okay, so wear less makeup. What the hell does that have to do with me?
That is nothing. Wait, what? That's not the context men say that. It's usually when women say like, I have to wear makeup, well, in like the context of like dating, and then guys say they prefer less makeup.
Alright, we really need to draw the line at gendering poop. When your partner tells you he/she cheated on you, I know there's a temptation to ask, with who? Resist it. Instead ask, with whom? Speak good English no matter the circumstances. You should take doctor out of your name. My dad's tape measure. Serious tools for girls. When a woman meets a woman, and when a man meets a man. Bro complete.
By the way, that is not true. This one is not true, by the way. So how this works is that women do this with everyone, by the way. Interestingly enough. Okay, of course, this is just like, right? Women do this actually with everyone. Straight up. We have looked at like staring. Obviously this is woman and woman and man. So I don't know. I think probably this would be more accurate than this one. Not gonna lie, but here's the fun fact. When men stare at women and women stare at men, women stare more. The more you know, they look more.
A woman meets a woman, and when a man meets a man. Bro completely stopped listening to a genre of music because I wore pink. I had a customer ask me, do you have any cookbooks for men? And I think the saddest part was that we did.
See, the only man that looks good in pink is Vegeta. He's the only man that looks good in pink.
Ask me, do you have any cookbooks for men? And I think the saddest part was that we did.
I know more men that can cook than women. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I know more men that can cook than women. I'm going next year to Sweden for IKEA. No. Good luck paying to take a shit. Congratulations. Personally, I look at look at eyes, hair, shoes, hands. It confirmed that he doesn't have a weapon. Obviously, apparently, especially now.
If it wasn't for women, this is how most guys would live.
True. I would probably remove everything else. A mattress and a TV does it. Problem solved.
That we would be living in garages. Me, when I tell people berries, peaches and cookies and noodles are girls, but eggs, apple, garlic and beef are for boys.
What are you talking about? Well, if you're talking about like in Germany, then well, berries would be female, peaches would be female, noodles would be females. Female, eggs would be female. This would be neutral, and garlic male. So cookies would be male, apple would be male, garlic would be male. The more you know.
Miserable that there is no way to avoid being treated as either a man or woman. Enjoy some aspects of masculinity. Enjoy some aspects of femininity. But I really don't want to be any of this. Just be a tree. Dogs are men's best friend. Cats are women's. My barber called me pronoun boy and made me pay extra for my cut, so I checked the website.
Face, I disagree. My room looked like the room he showed in a tornado passed by. Okay, well, I heard you have mommy issues, Cricket. I heard you have mommy issues. Clean your fucking room. But hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hello. Shots fired. Based.
Nearly double. At Amazon headquarters. Designer. Guys, what do men want as gifts? Guy 1, box. Guy 2, sheet. Guy 3, egg. I want to be friends with boys the way boys are friends with boys.
You couldn't be. You couldn't be. That would horrifyingly backfire. That would horrifyingly backfire. You know why? Boys are too rough to each other. Like, if you would talk to a female friend the way you talk to a male friend, that would result in this exact image. This wouldn't go well. This just wouldn't. Like, you would never survive if your guy friend told you you're fat fuck. You should lose some weight. That wouldn't fly.
I once had a friend weld shut my mini fridge on my birthday, and I couldn't get to any of my booze. Women can't handle this type of friend. Kids globes, because for girls, the entire world is pink, and only pink, right? There's a trend, and I think I've only seen it in the last 5 to 6 years, of grown men crying when they see their bride walking down the aisle. I have to say, it's extremely gay. Men shouldn't cry at such.
We have come full circle. Liking women is gay.
such things. It should be reserved for extreme moments of pain and death. Okay, well, I think men shouldn't get upset over people crying while they see their bride walking down the aisle. Thanks, FaceApp. Very cool. This is a female filter. This filter is only available for female faces. Then what's the point if I'm a female using a female filter? Just because you...
By the way, now I have a question. Is it gay to go into, like, a female filter version of you? Many such questions.
You have body hair doesn't mean you should leave it. Body hair is literally normal. For a man, yeah. Oh my god. Everyone gets body hair. Does this person not know? Why pink? Have you seen The Simpsons living room? Yeah, but she said boys, so why not blue? Because colors don't have a gender, and that's literally the theme of the room.
Yeah. They don't have.
I mean, colors don't have a gender, but they do have a gender associated with them. But pink did used to be a boy's color. I know what they mean though. This hotel has different toothbrushes for different genders. The queen one looks better, I won't lie. Some females won't.
Are women's teeth different? Did you go into your girl version? No, but I know some some TikTok comments that were saying that they go into the female version of themselves. So I was asking so I could report. Seriously though, I did see one. Crazy work.
Date a guy that lives with his mum, but will date a guy that lives with his wife. She's doing boy drugs? What's that? Everything but... Okay, there's no such thing as a boy drug. A cafe, but it serves only girls.
Well, there's probably drugs that, guys probably take more than women. I'm assuming that that's probably a gender divide in drugs.
Foods like Caesar salad, French fries, breakfast sandwich, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Driving school only for women. My new clothes came with a rather peculiar washing label. Oh, give it to your mom or wife. She knows how to do it. When you're...
I mean, that's kind of true. Though I can wash my clothes myself. Man grenade path blaster. Crazy.
Masculinity is too fragile, but you want a bath bomb? Ah yes, the three genders, girl, boy, and mischief. Pretty flowers.
And then I'm no longer a guy. Pretty flowers for girls' room. Yeah, obviously.
For a girl's room. My nephew wanted one of these. He likes the colors, but I told him he can't. They're for a girl's room. Do you do any that he would be allowed to have? I'm willing to repaint the bedroom blue if that helps. It's just a flower.
Dude, just get the fucking... It's just the flower, for fuck's sake. Grilled cheese a woman food? Maybe.
It's not that serious. I'm no bird expert, but I'm guessing 4 females and 1 male.
Made it unisex, true. See? I get what this meme is saying. I get what this meme is saying. So basically, if you want to put it like that, right? You've seen the clips of, like, there are things men can do that women can't, and it's just them staying silent. And, like, the woman losing it because she doesn't get it. So maybe that's what it is.
I thought it would be 4 males trying to show off for the 1 female. Girls think this is the same car. It's so clearly not. The wheels all have different flowers. Make sure you don't accidentally have a women birthday. Happy man birthday. Have a splendid one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, men do spend their birthdays likely more differently. Widely than women do, I guess.
Apparently croissants in particular are feminine pastries. Even saying it is already too much. Eating croissants is a feminine trait. You will never catch me eating, or you can write it. It's pretty feminine.
It's pretty feminine, femboy. I thought we talked about BJ's. Booner. I mean, that could be too. Maybe that was meant. We will never know the original intention. Thinking about boobs is a feminine trait. You should be thinking about reclaiming the Holy Land.
Thank goodness Cole's stock pink ladies work gloves. Imagine what would happen if ladies had to wear blue like men. I found this terribly gendered bathroom sign while looking for a local restaurant. We've got blah blah.
See, the problem is that we're talking pointlessly gendered, right? We're talking about pointlessly gendered, right? But products aren't particularly pointlessly gendered. You know why? If they weren't gendered, then why are they? Right? There must be a reason why they're gendered, and the reason is you're probably more inclined to buy something that it says lady or man than just like work gloves. It's a marketing strategy. That's why they're gendered. So they're not pointlessly gendered. They're gendered with money in mind. Otherwise, they wouldn't be.
Blah, and we've got blah. Even dogs aren't safe. The queen and the boss. I'm in Bolivia at the moment, where they...
I mean, this kind of makes sense. You know why? Overall, male dogs are bigger, right? Male dogs are bigger than female dogs. So technically, they would need more food. So technically, not completely pointless.
Unsafe. The queen and the boss. I'm in Bolivia at the moment, where they sell water geared specifically towards women. It's not flavored or altered in any way, just plain old water in a pink bottle for the vibe. Under a post where a guy is keying
As long as they're not differently priced, I don't see no issue.
cars. Ain't no way I could sit through this BS. For real. Driver had to be a woman. No way a grown man letting this slide. Some women wouldn't even let this slide. Tall bad. My sis wants to be tall. My dad thinks that's not womanly. Yes, women's genetics aren't womanly. How dare you be tall? Bro, why put pink on a boy cat though? Bad enough they forced...
Yeah, I feel like if you're tall as a woman, at least for dating, you're kind of fucked. You're kind of fucked. And I mean, like, actually, like, you're like as tall as the... Like, you're gonna be fucked if you're like... as tall as the average man in your country. So yeah, it's not, while it's not womanly, it's kind of, what's the word? Unfavorable for you as a woman.
Rainbow stuff on kids and other people, but now you're trying to turn out animals too? Man, I swear God needs to destroy this world and start civilization all over again. This stuff is getting ridiculously out of hand. Brother, it's pink. Are you good? It's not that deep, bro. I don't think we need to genocide ourselves because of a few colors. Straight people are so wild. Today my coworker informed me that cafes are for women and bars are for men, and her husband refuses to enter Starbucks in case they think he's gay. What's up next in incredibly unnecessarily gendering? I would hate to be this insecure. So the bar he goes to only has guys in it? That doesn't sound very straight. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to go to Starbucks, because he'll meet all the dudes he met at the bar. I'm disgusted every single time someone does a gender reveal, and it's a gender I already know about. What kind of reveal is that?
Huh? Wait a minute. What do you mean? This is not... It's like revealing the gender of the baby. Yes, there's only 2, but still.
True. They should start revealing themselves to be aliens. This one's going to have 10 brains. Because manly men deserve clean hands too. No, men don't deserve anything in this life. We deserve pain. That's what we were born for. Gendered garbage cans. How can garbage cans be gendered? Do they understand what we're putting in them? Alright. A local restaurant offers a woman's meal that is half the food of a man's meal, but for only $1 less. Okay, people must be buying it because it's on the menu. That's...
Yep, people are buying it because it's on the menu, and I guess the question is, can you still order the woman special if you're a man? Because that could be a smart saving strategy, while it would be less. I guess one is, it must be there, so people are buying it.
That's crazy. Why do people still think only mums clean? Your mother doesn't work here. Please help us clean this bathroom. It was spit spot clean this morning. Why is it red? Is this mother a killer? I always...
Because the harsh truth is that only moms clean. Yes, that is unfortunately the harsh truth. Only moms clean. Not only, but like most moms clean.
Thought the holy word of God needed to be more pink and frilly, but it says it's for everyone, but it's for women. Good thing they're a...
The woman's Bible. I wonder if it's like a joke Bible and it is like clean, a cook. Like the 10 commandments are like, you should clean for your husband, you should cook for your husband.
Man candles. I couldn't illuminate my house without crushing my fragile masculinity otherwise. This week, in unnecessarily gendered products, we've got men's bread. Wow, we're really at the point where you can get a men's umbrella. What's so special about it? Real men don't make selfies, they make self-trees. I have absolutely no idea what this means. I'm with you, I have no idea. How to style a masculine bed. If you guys saw a photo of my bed, just the way I kind of have my bed done, I don't really sleep with a blanket anymore. His bookmark and her bookmark. Building sets and girls building sets.
I guess. Again, these are not, right? It cannot be, like, if they were pointlessly gendered, then you could just pick one or the other. And, the reason why they're gendered is for financial reason. So, there's a reason why these things exist, because people buy them. That's the crazy part. People buy them. Now, Do we know if the results would be the same if they are gendered? Not gendered? Probably not. Like, we don't know the result. However, knowing that they are the way they are, they probably made more money that way.
For girls and for everyone else, I wonder if the demons it summons are also pink, with a bright pink flower in their head, a tiara as well. Is it safe to feed this to my male dog? Peanut butter pie. For a good girl. No, their anatomy's different, they can't handle the same food. Men and women can do anything they want. Disagree. Men and women can't do anything. Disagree. You're making this so difficult. Single men do everything for themselves, but you never hear
men and women can do whatever they want. No, they can't. Men will be most likely be bad at certain things. For example, caretaking, like taking care of things, like children, animals. Men are probably more likely to be bad, while women would be more likely to be worse at physical jobs. You won't see a woman on an oil rig, or it's gonna be very, very rare. The correct statement would be, women can do things. Women can do some things, and men can do some things. That would be the right thing. When the girly pops die, and you have tea, that's what you pull out.
Single men do everything for themselves, but you never hear a man calling himself an independent man. It's just being an adult.
Yep, that's very true. That's very true. Oh, you pay your rent? Wow! Incredible. Oh, wait. You pay your own bills? No way. Crazy. Yeah, no shit. You're just being an adult.
The pink tax has come for our cat toys, and it's even more expensive.
Depends if the color... Is it really the pink tax? It really depends. Is the color more hard to make? It would also be like, are these the same... Like, is this from the same person?
It's just being an adult. The pink...
Is this from the same... I don't know if that is from the... It's probably, yeah, right. It's from the same person. But here comes the question. Something must be different to ask for a different price, so my assumption is two things. So for ones, these were bought more often, and these were bought less. It could also be, for example, that depending on the color, right? Maybe the color is like harder to get. Maybe they use different materials too, who knows? So that could be the reason, right? Otherwise, if it's the same, then you could technically just report it.
Tax has come for our cat toys, and it's even more expensive. Poor men, they deserve the best. Why are men okay with doing nothing on their birthday? Imagine celebrating the day when all of my problems started. Because celebrating yourself over and over and wanting to be the center of attention is for children, women, and narcissists. Everybody here had a successful birth. It's not an accomplishment, get over it. Even Redditors won't let us celebrate.
Dude, just like everybody here had a successful birth, it's not an accomplishment to get over it. Well, technically it is. Out of a bajillion sperm, you came out, so technically it is. Also, we don't celebrate birthdays because like it's our birthday. We celebrate birthday because you never know if it's also the last one you'll ever have. That's also a reason, can I ask why the previous person asked, did you goon to your girl version? Something here remind me just with the girl filter in this video, about a guy saying that on TikTok that he gooned to his own, like, his female version. I do not have pet juice. What are you talking about? I may be German, but I'm not having Jews anywhere. Calm down. Calm down. I might be German. But that's it. I only have a crocodile and a deer and an apple. That's it.
Birthdays anymore. GG's. Made a more accurate hierarchy of my needs. Beheld. Rice. Rice is a self-fulfilling.
Rice. Yep. Rice is good. Rice is very good. Rice is very nice. I agree.
women need. Behold is a basic need. Okay. Hey OP, are you a chicken? No, because they wouldn't be able to write this. It'd be quack, quack, quack. Why is your profile picture a chicken? Is it gay to prefer pastels? Very gay. Only gay people like pastels. Your body switches sex of its own accord. Pointlessly gendered products are never even semi-decent quality. I mean, those just don't look good. Man, do you need to get that excess pet hair and fluff off you? Then you need the man lint roller. The only difference, the color.
For men. Again, these are gender because of financial reasons. Hello, am I cricket to you? Yes. Well, I guess, yeah. Yeah, you're also in the basement then. What do you do to those animals? Nothing! They are safe! One is super hungry and I'm basically at the verge of bankruptcy, but that's pretty much it. And the other one says he lives in my balls. I did not give him the deer one says that he lives in my balls. That's really it. And the apple just sits on the couch the entire day. Which are humans? Yes, they're humans.
Color of the first sheet to stop it sticking. It's masculine. You can't be caught using a pink lint roller. This just in. Men don't shop or drive. GOP senator says roads and bridges are a woman's problem because women do the shopping.
I mean, there's some truth to that. Men shop less. There's some truth to it. Men are less. Men spend less money. Interestingly enough, there is some truth to this. Now with the street, however, yeah, I don't know. Nah, bro, you must be wrong. But for shopping, yeah. Wait, what's the thing on the screen earlier? That's a lint roller. Men can't use pink lint roller. Apparently not. We can't. Again, the only man that can rock pink is Vegeta. Anyways.
Stop it sticking. It's masculine. You can't be caught using a pink lint roller. This just in. Men don't shop or drive. GOP senator says roads and bridges are a woman's problem because women do the shopping. Good night, everyone, except the person who created this.
Wait, what? Huh? Confused. I don't get it. Okay, we have like a beer here and like sports, and then on this side, cleaning stuff? I don't know. Weird. Odd. Weird. No, just not just men spend less money, men gain more money. Maybe that's why. No, it's also that men overall spend less money. Overall, women are more inclined to shop and shop more. That's just statistics. We have some of the statistics showing that men generally spend less money.
How to determine the gender of a fish. Shoe sale, sports. It's just two
well, now that explains it.
stereotypes which are obviously stupid. No pink champions allowed. Lil Angel and Lil Champ. I'd rather be an angel than a champion, wouldn't you? Girly tape. It's sellotape just for girls. Today in Unnecessarily Gendered Products, we bring you the delicate bath sponge versus the men's sponge, even though they're made out of the exact same materials. If your ABCs weren't gendered, you learned them wrong. How would anyone know that this is masculine deodorant for men unless we present it with nuts and bolts?
Yeah, maybe I would. Like, I don't see the particular issue with some of these. Like, sure, they're gendered, but again, that drives the money. Otherwise, people would be potentially less inclined to buy it. I mean, I spent money on games. Yeah. Of course, there's men who spend copious amounts of money, right? Gacha whales and stuff like that, right? But overall, when we talk about like just like overall spending behavior, then men do spend less money. Why is this video so genderful? Because this is r/pointlessgendered. Pointlessly gendered.
Girls refuse to be safe unless glitter is involved. Ladies only credit card. I don't get it, but it does come in rose gold. Thanks, Lipton. I didn't know I needed
Irresistible Lady Lipton. Interesting. Interesting.
Gender-specific tea in a pink wrapper. Average boy during puberty. I need to hurt myself. What? What? These are two extremes. Is there anything stupider than gendered candy? Well, I did not know this was aimed towards women.
Maltesers, a British confectionery product from Mars, UK, 1937. Aimed at women. Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm not doing gacha. I'm not a gooner. I do gachas. I just don't spend money on them.
At first. Maltesers are very good. I was just trying to find something for dinner. Why? This one's for the lady, and it's called a wimpy burger. They just made everything smaller.
Wimpy burger. You're a wimp if you eat that.
Pay more and get less. It's just a blatant scam. Donating money. Wikipedia. Female Twitch streamers. This isn't that wrong.
That's not. Yeah. I don't see how that's. Why is that here? Why is that pointlessly gendered? Why is that in pointlessly gendered? That's just straight up the truth. That is just the truth. Actually, yes. Yes, actually, yes.
I don't dare to think about what will happen if.
This is Germany. Frauenbratwurst. Männerbratwurst. Why are they? Wait. Ah, interesting though. They have different stuff. They're the same amount, but they have different stuff in there. So this is like with sea salt and Mediterranean spices, while the other one is like with the roasted onions and cheese. And there's like, interesting enough, that's just like the same thing, but like more expensive. I guess that one's more fresh. This is fresh. Interesting. That's a statement, not a meme. That's a statement.
If I accidentally eat the wrong bratwurst, well, do you want to find out? Ah, yes, because we need to split the Bible.
The word of God is different for women than it is for men. I don't know. What would even be the difference? What would even be the difference? I don't like, huh? I guess they're colored differently. That's already the difference. One is for men and one is for women.
Well, this just isn't the Bible then. Starting the gendered socialization early is clever. It makes future relationships easier and gender equality more palatable. Well,
I see no issue. Well, there is very much a truth though that boys and girls prefer different things. Not always, but we do have like the proof. Again, studies. So you're like, find out which stuff is for men and women. Not really. It's more so that these things are just like gendered for no reason. There is a new German bakery in my state, so I might go now. Good luck.
Damn, I bought these, not realizing I couldn't use them. They're for men only. Of course, the pink one will be more expensive. Apparently men don't deserve bright colored macaroons. Now,
let's go back a little bit.
They're for men only. Of course.
See, the reason there's a reason why this is bullshit, right? Well, why people complain that it is complete bullshit. The problem is that there's a difference, and they're made differently, and since they're made differently and use different things, then the problem is that obviously they're gonna be more expensive. There is a harsh truth that the razors for men and the razors for women are different because our skin type is different. Men's skin is substantially enough different from women's skin. That's why one is more expensive than the other, because the other one needs to be more carefully made than the other. Simple. That's the reason. Simple. Well, I think in Arabic they separate which thing male and female. Here we do that too, with like adjectives, right? We have like 3 adjectives: male, female, and neutral.
Of course, the pink one will be more expensive. Apparently men don't deserve bright colored macaroons. Now I can finally wash my dishes. This annoys me. Female bathroom purely Lepidoptera? I'm going to piss in the men's sink.
Yeah, butterflies, you know, when it's just regular bugs. I don't know, that's kind of, yeah, sure, I go along with that. That one's pointless, sure.
Please don't. Women. I feel so unsafe walking alone at night. Average male experience walking back home. Oh no, I forgot about the fog that kills boys. Women can also see fog.
See, I would say that even as a man, do not walk home alone. Well, what are you doing, man? Fun fact. Men are more victims of violence because of that kind of type of behavior, right? You're not safe. If a dude jumps you, he jumps you. There's no way you're getting out of this. Men are not, like, the lie that women cannot walk outside and men can at night. It's just a lie. It's just pointless. That one is also just pointlessly gendered because, well, we still get our head kicked in regardless. So no, it's not safe for men or for women alone at night.
Also see fog. At CVS, I didn't see any women's handkerchiefs. Men's handkerchiefs. Aren't handkerchiefs just disgusting? They seem disgusting. I can't tell if these are the most self-aware or the least self-aware greeting cards. Girls in their 20s versus boys in their 20s. Girls don't feel sadness. This manly fork. So manly. For men, push-up bars. I think you mean press up. What's the worst thing this company has done? They had a 100-year monopoly on girl movies, spent $4 billion on Star Wars, a boy movie franchise, only to try and make it a girl franchise and ruin it for everybody.
That is true, though. What do you mean? That is true, though. That is true. This isn't pointlessly gendered. That's true. And they know this because Disney has recently dropped statements. Disney has dropped statements that they want to focus more on boys, on young men. So, yes, that is true. And yes, Star Wars isn't a girl franchise, it's a boy franchise. You know how I can tell? Because the vast majorities of people that watch Star Wars are dudes.
I don't think that's what made Star Wars suck. I think
and yes, that did make Star Wars suck because, well, the forced idea of having a female character is the problem here. A female main character. If that wasn't the case, it would have been very... Like, people were mad that Finn wasn't the main character. And it was Rey. That should tell you enough.
The movies just got worse. Will it yiff? She keeps me housed, he keeps me pregnant. The adults of before, that's from the devil. But today's adults, that's very woke. Because apparently men...
True though. True though. It's not like that. In Arabic, there's no adjective. The genders are in nouns. For example, you know that in Arabic, hair is male. Interesting. No, I did not.
Men only deserve to survive. Survival tool for men. The truth. Women after getting 89%. Men after 50%. How girls describe...
That's actually kind of true, yes. I would say yes, that's kind of true. See, the problem is that men are way more chill with, what's the word? Having bad grades. Because we're already getting bad grades based on our gender. Even our grades are gendered.
Their ex versus how boys describe their ex. Women biologists. I became a biologist because I love animals. Me too. Man biologist. I will name this spider Hot Wheels Sisyphus. Female cops when they slightly feel uncomfortable. Is this like saying...
I agree. Men would name newly discovered animals differently. I agree. They would get really horrible names.
They shoot people? Not specific, but does anyone else get annoyed by these kind of comments? No, I don't. No. Girls can collect headphones too. Gendered baby rattles. Pink lights in the bathroom in case you needed a reminder of your femininity while pooping. Don't touch my garbage. How girls be defending the guy that cheated on them 17 times. There's no man option. Presumably...
True. That's all I'm gonna say.
So women won't get confused. Pre-snacks. Men are simple. Men be like, this is true, we are very simple. I'm not annoyed at this. Dr. Playset. The exact same toys in 2 colors. They needed to point out pink purple is for girls and yellow red blue is for boys. This seems fair and legitimate. What's going to happen to me because I bought the regular protein and not the women's protein? Why the hell are the shirt buttons on different sides?
Yeah, that was also a marketing trick a while back. Where, like, people, especially, like, female sports fitness influencers, whatever you want to call them, the girlies basically said that men's protein is different from, like women's protein is better for women. It's specifically made for women. I'm like, no, you're just lying to sell a product. There's no gender difference in protein. You're just lying. But that was a marketing trick that they had, like, a while ago. Like, 2-3 years ago, maybe?
It's for men and women. I don't know, but I don't think it's that serious. A feminist can do everything a man can do. We are poor women, let us survive first. Didn't the men want the women to get on the boats?
Again, this is wrong. This is incorrect. I would also say that a man can't do anything a woman can do.
Man, when a man loves truly, he acts like a child. Woman, when a woman loves truly, she acts like a mother. Me, I hate kids. Also me with kids. I think I'm very good with kids, but I don't really like little girls. They are so loud and annoying. Women are incapable of standing normally. I didn't realize how much masculine energy I had until I lived with only women who journaled in the morning, drew in sketchbooks, collected Polaroids of all their friends, did face masks in the middle of the day, and sipped wine and baked. I had to learn how to be softer, and I'm still working on it. These his and her ab wheels. But hey, at least there's a blue tax this time, so...
Again, I would assume that the material would need to be made sturdier depending, because, right? See, let's see. It already has, like, different stuff on the packaging, right? And I would also mean that the material would need to be sturdier. Because the physical power of a man and a woman are different. Therefore, there's likely more pressure applied to this ab wheel for a dude than it would be for a woman. Therefore, it makes sense.
But hey, at least there's a blue tax this time, so women don't appear in it. It's a mirror. No, it's a magnifying mirror for men. Her adventure versus imagination adventure cars. These boys and girls bathroom passes. When I was in school, we just had 2 general passes, and if both were in use, you had to wait your turn. His and hers AstroTurf flip-flops for every occasion. These vitamins for girls, because apparently boys need a different kind of vitamin A, C, D, and zinc. Girls giving presents. Here's a beautiful present I spent hours wrapping. Thank you. Boys giving presents. Here's your presents.
I mean, that's not wrong. That's not wrong. I would say that women would put more effort into like presenting a present. I don't think dudes do that much. Like personally, I don't do that, but the women in my life do a better job. Not that they're doing an amazing job, like they put much more effort into it, but they do put a little bit more effort.
In their shipping boxes, I was too lazy to wrap them. Bro, I didn't even expect to.
Like for Christmas gifts, I was always remembering that like I didn't care about like there being like a wrapping, but my mom and my sisters cared.
Present, thank you, King. Hey Ace, tell me what's wrong with this picture. The future of Frozen, now available. Soft serve crafted by robots. Men's wildest hear me out. Girls most tame hear me out.
Yes. Yes, that is, sorry, but that is the truth. Yep, that is absolutely the truth. I am 100% certain. After like looking at what women like read in like romance novels, what women read, definitely.
Yeah, the girls do be saying some crazy stuff about hearing me out, I won't lie. Pants were invented for men, not women. It's impossible for a woman to wear pants, jeans, yoga pants, dress pants, leggings, dungarees, without sexualizing her body, since they highlight her legs, curves, and rear end. Women who want to be modest should not own pants at all. That's a lot of words for nobody will smash me. This guy's filled with lust. There's German barbecue cookbook with recipes for him and for her being a vegetarian and for him eating meat. I was going through stuff and stumbled upon my dad's old school books. When I grow up, I want to be a fireman. And girls can either be... what? Girls. That barbecue...
Is it even meant this way? Huh. I mean, yeah, I guess it would mean that, sure. Sure, yeah.
Mad. And girls can either be... what? Girls. That barber cut my hair 1 millimeter shorter than I said. I'm never visiting him. Okay, well, girls don't go to barbers. Boys after 21 years. So...
yeah, we do. We are loyal to our barbers and sports team, games, whatever it is. Okay, I'm back. Apparently my phone just died, so I'm back with another phone. Damn.
Oh, fragile. What, for men, but for men? I'm confused. Oh, blue, pink, I guess. Has anyone got that Thursday feeling? Why not join us today in our sun-trapped beer garden for a few refreshing ice-cold tenets for the gents and a lovely gin and tonic for the... I don't know why this was posted in the subreddit. I think this was a massive reach. This is...
Yeah. I don't know. Some of these, like, they're in pointlessly gendered. Most of these are not gonna lie, gendered because money reasons. Not all secretaries are women. Yep, but there are more likely to be women. Again, just because of job decisions. Like you would likely, like for example, teachers. Most are women, not all are women. Again, just job choices. But yeah, some of these were unreasonably gendered, like the bathrooms, and some of them were like, why is this gendered? So, some of them were like, yeah. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.